And Zeb, who initially early on spawned the nice little breeding ground of all of the battles, has started producing Neggies. And it looks like I missed something along the way. Oh, Dexter giving up his base and decommissioning everything. Even the starport, that's really not sure what's going on there. It looks like pretty much that the bottom team has kind of given up, and really you would expecting a GG here shortly. You can see the this group of cavorts from Seaboss just running around, still providing a little bit of terror. Here's another group doing pretty much the same thing. And you wonder if this is indeed a back door. Yeah, you can get around these wormholes quite nicely. Interesting. I did not see that before. Looks like briefly brushing that nebula decloaking. Got to watch out at that if you're going to use that as a back door. But it's pretty much looking like the bottom team has basically given up. Dominus not quite giving up, putting a starbase right by the wormhole. Nothing else. That's the next best thing to a perimeter. Quite nicely defended on the side still. These ships, these Lavals thinking that they've got nothing but a little bitty group. You know, probably it probably only sees a 3 or 4 and thinks it can get a couple kills. With its beam weapons, it actually can do damage to these. And we'll see where this tack cube is. So we have a couple spheres, and here's that diamond on the way. So the Borg are actually going to be providing some amount of nastiness here shortly. But really, it's just not going to be able to contend with the large fleet that's sitting here. Here's a fleet of Klingons that could probably take down a cube. This group here also would be able to easily take out the cube. Just the bottom team just not fielding enough firepower. And you can see Dominus Noctis with the remnants of a Klingon fleet. Looks like Dexter has bequeathed pretty much everything. And really kind of given up this middle position at the bottom. Now we can see Zeb with making, getting a little bit of revenge from earlier, being able to take out a little bit of Borg resources. Interestingly enough, these this little bit of this, well, it's not much of a little fleet. I mean, it's a little fleet compared to some of these other, this huge dreadnought fleet of B-13, and a little bit of chat expressing the futility of this battle at this point. Really, this is down to a good game. You know, GG's anytime soon. This cube gonna bring, you know, follow up with these spheres. Nice amount of little fleet here by the Borg. A little bit too late. And the top team not really wanting to engage without decisive victories, so minimizing its losses. It's very smart. You can see bringing in some more Vorchaz. there's the diamond. And this fleet is now they're playing a little bit of taunt your opposing team. So Zeb's fleet moving in, and I would expect a couple of these Polaron torpedoes would make a nice amount of work disabling the weapons of these Borg ships, and so actually a decent fleet to go against the Borg. But nonetheless, they're probably just going to cut its legs out from underneath it, try to cut out its economy. But they're really just kind of taking their time about it. Hyperspace scanner. Really, this is just GG. At this point, there's not a lot they can do. These Lavals are lovely for their sniping, but there's just nothing. Dominus's base is just really kind of in a hurting position. He's got nothing. You see cloak ships flying around. You actually wonder if it'd be interesting to see if Dominus is actually providing a cloak detector, and you can see the players debating about whether this should go up. And Zeb taking out this undefended mining expansion from the Borg. You can see Nuclear Dude trying to provide a little bit of extra firepower with these with the graviton relay, which is going to be able to fire torpedoes, but it's just a little bit too. It's really not good against a huge fleet unless you have a huge fleet of torpedo turrets. Now you're really wondering where the cube went. That's got to be floating around here somewhere.